In this video, I want to introduce you to my top 3 advanced CamelCamelCamel tips. Now, if you're like, what's CamelCamelCamel? Well, CamelCamelCamel, also sometimes known as CCC or Camel, is a free program that tracks the Amazon price history and sales rank history on almost every single item on Amazon. It's really useful when you're wanting to make a good sourcing decision. And so these are going to be my top 3 advanced tips. If you're looking for more of a basic introduction to CamelCamelCamel, go to fulltimefba.com/read Camel, and I'll be able to introduce you to what Camel is like, how to understand it, what it means, and how you can use it when you're outsourcing. So let's get to my top 3 tips for using CamelCamelCamel when it comes to advanced strategies. Number 1, you can change the date range of the information that you're looking at. So usually when you first see the information that CamelCamelCamel gives you, it gives you the last 3 months, and that's good information to see. But sometimes you want to see more information. You want to look at the last 6 months. You want to look at the last year, or maybe you want to look at the information over the whole lifetime of that product. So you can change the date range and be able to see both the pricing history, the sales rank history for different date ranges. And this is good for a lot of different reasons. Number 1, if you're selling a seasonal item that might be more popular at a different time of year, well, maybe you want to look at how well it sells during its in-season time. Maybe you've got an item that you're wanting to sell for Christmas time, but it's not Christmas yet. You want to see, hey, how high are the prices, or is this item going to be asking for when it comes Christmas time? What can I sell it for when it becomes Christmas time? What's the sales rank velocity look like when it's Christmas? So you can be able to look at seasonal trends, be able to make better decisions. I mean, sometimes you might even find an item and you're like, oh, this isn't a good sales rank right now, but maybe it's really good at another time. So you can look at the 12-month history, the lifetime history, and be like, hey, in a couple of months, this thing's going to be a hot item. I want to buy it now and be one of the first people to have it on Amazon. So that's my tip number 1. You can change the date range and be able to make better decisions when it comes to seasonal or Q4 time-related decisions. Advanced tip number 2 is that you can actually use CamelCamelCamel to set up price alerts. A lot of people who sell on Amazon don't realize that CamelCamelCamel was first introduced as a program to help buyers. And so if you ever find an item that seems to go up and down in price a lot, and there are a lot of items on Amazon that go up and down 20, 50, 30, 40, 50, I mean, a high number of dollars, they'll go up and down very often. And so you're like, hey, I'd like to know and be alerted when the price is down low. Maybe I can buy it, send it into Amazon later, and flip it when the price is higher. And so I've done that before. Now just know that if you're doing an Amazon to Amazon flip, there are rules that Amazon has where you cannot use your Prime membership or the Prime shipping to have that item sent to you as a customer if you're going to be planning on sending it back to Amazon and selling it on Amazon. So be sure you don't break those rules. Amazon rules are to be adhered to as closely as possible. So be sure you go to fulltimefba.com/guidelines. That will give you a quick link to all the Amazon guidelines. Be sure you read that so that you know what all the rules are. But it's really important never to buy something on Amazon, use Prime shipping to get it to you in order to send it back to Amazon to sell it via FBA. But you can set up price alerts on Camel to be able to just let you know when a certain item hits a low price. You buy it, get it sent to you, and then you know because you were able to look at the date range in tip number 1, and you're able to look at, hey, this item's going to be selling for a lot more in 6 months. You know, like, I'm just going to hold on this for a month or 2, then send it to Amazon and be able to make some good money that way. So that's my advanced tip number 2, that you can set up price alerts to be notified when items hit a certain price threshold, because you know later on you can sell it for much more. And then advanced tip number 3 is this. Anytime there is a sale on Amazon, the sales rank will get better. So that's a given. If that's why it's called sales rank. If the sales rank improves, it means it's selling more. So you can actually go into CamelCamelCamel and count the number of sales that a particular item has had. Anytime the sales rank goes from a higher number to a lower number means that there has been at least one sale. And so you can kind of look at a CamelCamelCamel graph and realize every time the number peaks, because when you're looking at a CamelCamelCamel graph, the higher numbers are down low, the lower numbers are up high. That's kind of confusing, but that's how they do it. And so every time that there's a peak where the sales rank number goes straight up when you're looking at the graph, it means at least one sale. So if an item's in like the top 1% of a particular category, it probably means multiple sales. But if an item's in the top 3%, 5%, whatever of a particular category, it probably means one or two sales has occurred when there's been a spike in the sales rank chart. So you can go through and even look at the last 3 months, or excuse me, the last month of a particular item on Amazon, and every time the spike goes up, you're like, that's one sale, and it goes down because there hasn't been any sales. Oh, there's another sale, and you can count to see how many sales there are. And then when you count those sales on Amazon, you can compare that to the number of competitors that are also selling that item, and you can kind of see what the likelihood of you getting the next sale will be if you join them to sell that item. That's why I put together a full course. It's called The Reseller's Guide to How to Keep a Camel, using Amazon sales history to make smart sourcing decisions. It's a full ebook and video course that walks you through how to understand CamelCamelCamel and another program called Keepa. If you're curious about my top 3 Keepa strategies, then you should see some of my other videos on YouTube. You can go to fulltimefba.com/YouTube to be able to find those videos, or you can see it in the description below to learn more about my advanced Keepa strategies. And if you're interested in learning more, go to howtokeepacamel.com. Thanks for watching this video. That's all the time we have for today. I appreciate you watching this. If you want to give us a thumbs up below, that would be awesome, or a comment. If you click the description below, you'll find out all of the links that we talked about in this video. And as always, come hang out with us on the blog. fulltimefba.com is where you'll find us. Be sure you subscribe, get a couple of free downloads that will help your Amazon business become that much easier. I'll talk to you later. Have a great day. Bye.